This is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Support your room. And I hope you like what you see here. Hit that notification bell as well so you know when I'm on. If you have been rocking with your girl for a bit, welcome back. I greatly appreciate you guys and the continued support. Couldn't do it without you guys. You know, slowly building up this channel, but slow and steady wins the race. So I appreciate you guys. So as you guys see, this is free yes and no questions as well as paid readings. All the details are in the description box if you want to take a look there for payment and prices. And then also let me just pin this comment. That's me, my normal account, the Michelle Fernandez one. That's me. So those payment options and those links are the payments that you can use. I also have PayPal if you're interested in that, and I could always type that information in the comment section. So let me know if you're interested. So you guys can start asking your questions now. I'm open for questions. I already cleansed the space and all that good stuff. So yeah, hit me with your best shot now. Oh, also, I'm limiting the amount of questions in terms of the free yes and no stuff to one person. So figured I'd throw that in the mix as well. Hey, Melissa. And first off, would you happen to be Portuguese by any chance? I see the last name. And yes, of course, you can ask a yes or no question. What's your question, Lovey? Oh, you're not? I know that name, sometimes that last name is common among Portuguese people. I'm part Portuguese, so like names like that, I'd be like, ooh, are they Portuguese? There's actually a bakery here in Bridgeport called Shab's Bakery, and it's really really delicious stuff. Ooh, all the delicious things, especially Portuguese rolls and little tarts and things like that. But let's see, what was your question? Let's see, will I get promoted next week? Ooh, I like to see those kind of questions. Big money, big bucks. Let's see what we get. My student, he says that all the time. He apparently with his parents, he watches what's the name of the show again? It's oh, I had to like look it up to see. It's a show about no whammies and all that. Push Your Luck is the name of the show. But apparently that show is really old, but like now they revamped it and he watches it with his parents. It's so cute when he comes in and he just says all day, he's like, no whammies, keep those whammies away. It's so funny. But anyway. Alright, so for Melissa, and I also see Yvette is here. Hi Yvette. So for Melissa, will she get a promotion this upcoming week? There's the most accurate message. Hi Ari, how are you? Love to see names of people who I remember, and then like new names. I love to see those too because it means that I'm getting a little bit more reach. All right. Ooh. Okay. So far it's looking pretty good. We got the Chariot here on the bottom of the deck, which is a big time yes card. But let's see what actually pops out from the deck itself. Let's see. Because I'm definitely going to try to put all the positive energy out there for you for promotion. Let's see. Because the Chariot could also represent movement. So let's hope it's a yes card. Let's see what's going on there. Let's see if there's the most accurate message. We should get a promotion something. It's looking like a yes. I will precaution here, however. I don't know if you've been through a lot at this particular job or something like that. Like I'm getting that they're gonna do it, but at the same time, I don't know if like you like how can I say it? Like, is it like it's just been a long time coming kind of thing that they're finally doing this? Or is it more so like you hit them with an ultimatum, like you're gonna leave, and now they're like, oh, let's work with her type of thing, or they're scared that you're gonna leave or something like that. I don't know. I'm getting something weird like that, and I don't know why, but it's because the Justice card came out in the reverse with the Temperance. So like that's a yes card, but then with the Justice card, I'm like, but why is the Justice card there? And then we got the Ten of Pentacles, which is actually a pretty good sign, but and then the King of Cups in the middle of the deck, or the top rather, and then forgot what was in the middle initially, but like, so like I said, I'm not sure if at some point like they kind of shitted you like over, like when it came to a promotion in the past or something like that, or kind of play in your face a lot, like they kind of make you say or make you think you're gonna get something, and they kind of like pull the rug from under you. So if that was like something that's been going on, I'm getting something like that. Let me know if that resonates. It's like I think they're kind of seeing now, like, oh, if we don't do what needs to be done, we might lose her. I'm getting something like that. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that makes sense. See, yeah, that's what it is. But it looks good right now. It's just, I hope that they don't try to like play with your emotions some kind of way. That's what I'm kind of getting. Like tugging on your heartstring kind of thing. Because if it feels like you should move on from there, do so. Like, don't let them, give you a promotion, but then like, the pay doesn't match what they're asking you to do. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like they might add on, like tack on new responsibilities, and you're like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? This is not what I signed up for. So I'm getting something like that. So just be cautious. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that was helpful. So let's see. So Ari is asking, should I choose to move out of my mom's house? Okay, so Ari wants to know if she should move out of her mom's house on October 1st. Now, I will say this, sometimes asking should I, it gives you a weird answer because you have free will here. So I don't know what the answer is going to be. It might be like a weird answer, but I'm going to still pull and just kind of see if maybe it needs to be rephrased at all. So let's see what comes out for Ari. I'm getting yes that that maybe you should. I'm kind of getting that like you're trying to focus on a sense of independence, but still keep family intact, if that makes any sense. Like I don't know if one of your fears or worries, or maybe your mom's worry, is like, well, if I leave, or when you leave, will we still be close, like a family unit and dynamic or something like that? Will it create distance? Like I don't know if that's like something that's been a concern. Let me know in the comment section, or for your mom or something like that. But excuse me. But I feel like, yes is all across the board, by the way. I feel like this is going to allow you to have a sense of peace and harmony within yourself, as well as you're going to be able to really focus on working on yourself and bringing yourself up. I feel like that's like you're looking for a sense of independence right now is what I'm getting. And you really just want to, really put your big girl jaws on and say, okay, I want to just do things for myself. Yeah. But it looks pretty good. I don't see anything negative here if you were to decide to do that. But like I said, if one of the concerns has been like this energy of like, okay, so what will it affect my relationship with my family? I don't think it will. Sometimes distance makes the heart grow fonder. Like, it'll be kind of nice like to not have to see each other all the time, be up under each other, and then when you see each other, it's kind of nice because you're like, oh, okay, this is cool. We're seeing each other for dinner or for a holiday or something. I don't know. I'm getting something like that. So let me know if that's making sense. But it does look pretty good though. And you're welcome, Melissa. And I'm happy that makes sense, Ari. Okay, so I'm happy that made sense. Okay, good. Because sometimes it's like, when I'm going completely blind here, like I'm just pulling cards, and I'm trying to resonate with you through the cards and deliver a message. Usually I resonate with most people. Very seldom I don't, but that's rare. Um, but I'm happy that it made sense and it resonated with you. You're very, very welcome. So we have macaroni here. I wish I had my glasses. I think I left them in the car, and I'm not about to go to the car to get my glasses. I'm just gonna have to split a glass. So if you guys see me really up close and personal, I'm sorry. I'm all up in your space, all up in there. But macaroni wanted to know. All right, does Conrad Bradley have? For macaroni, does Conrad Bradley have a good opinion of them in terms of work? There's yes or no answer. Let's see. This is for macaroni. Now I want some macaroni. I love pasta in general. I have some pasta in the fridge. I made some chicken fajita pasta the other night, and I still have a little bit left over. I'm like, looking forward to eating that after this. All right, what we got? What we got? It's a weird answer. I'm going to clarify. Clarify real fortune readers. Okay. This is weird. And let me know if this is resonating. I don't know if this person is like your boss or something like that. But if they're your boss, I get that they're sneaky. And you need to be careful about this person, possibly, because I don't know if they're trying to like plot something or something. Like their opinion of you is kind of almost irrelevant here, is what I'm kind of getting. Like, yeah, they see you as like a good worker because you showed up as an empress, so they see you as a great worker. Like that's not the issue here. If you're a female, like I feel like they look at you in a sexual way, because we have the Knight of Wands here, and it's only in the Ace of Wands too on the bottom of the deck, and they showed up as a King of Swords, and then we have the Seven of Swords on the top of the deck. So it's almost like a warning of some sort, if this makes any sense. Like, I don't know if they look at you in a way where they're like attracted to you and they might try to take advantage of you. Please be careful with that, because I actually am dealing with that at one of my jobs. So I have two jobs. My part-time that I'm about to quit soon, in the name of the highest power. I have an interview on Monday morning. Hope I get it so I can get out of there and be done, because I've been there for almost 16 years and I just can't do it anymore. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I'm getting that like you are great, like, and they know you're great and they like you. But the thing is, if they're like a authority figure, an authoritative figure, like that could be concerning, because it's almost like if you don't, how can I put it? If this is making sense to you, if you don't oblige when it comes to any advances they make towards you, they might try to do something negative to impact you, if that makes any sense. I hope that's not the case, but that's what I'm picking up on. So I just want you to be careful, okay? Boss of your boss. So like they're like high up. Because I'm not seeing that they don't look at you in a positive way. It's just there's something sneaky about them, though, and that's bothering me. I don't like that. Like sneaky tactics, and then I got the Ace of Swords when I'm saying sneaky. Ace, Page of Pentacles. Like they're gonna try to make you some type of like low cut offer of some sort. I don't know what this is about. So I don't know. It seems more like a warning. Like be careful with this energy, because I don't know what their intentions are, but it doesn't feel good to me. Just let's put it this way. Be on strong alert when you're in their energy. Use your discernment. If it doesn't make sense to you, that's fine. But something doesn't seem right to me. Like, I got a little bit of anxiety as I was reading that. I'm just going to say that. If you feel perfectly safe and comfortable, then, you know, it is what it is. But I think they see you in a good light. I will say that. But at the same time, I do also feel like they look at you in a different type of manner. I already said that. But, yeah, hopefully it's nothing crazy. But I almost hope I'm wrong. You know, I'd rather be wrong than right in a case like that. All right, so let's see. My girl Aya is here. What's up, girl? Let's see. So Jarima is asking, I remember you. Will Sarah Gandhi come back? Sarah Gandhi come back for Jarima. And then after that is Highness. I see you. I see you. Then after that is Yvette. So I'm just answering the questions as in the order that they come in. I'm going to put that back because I don't know what position it was meant to fall in. Okay. So this is what I'm getting. For you, Jarima, if I'm saying, I hope I'm saying, or Garima, something along those lines. If I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. Me saying it wrong doesn't impact your reading, because I focus, like when I do this, I meditate on the name, and that's how I attach to, or not attach to, but connect with your energy. All right, so I'm getting, there is a yes. We have the Six of Pentacles here that came out on the spread itself. So that's a pretty good card. But the thing is this. I'm not sure what your situation was in the past. I have a feeling they may have Taurus in their chart or Earth in their chart somewhere. That's not necessarily absolute, but like there's a good chance that they might. But what I'm getting here is this person, they want to come towards you when they have something to offer you. They don't want to just come to you with empty hands, because they want to come to you with something that's stable, because they're showing up as a King of Pentacles here. They want to come through with something stable, but right now they're just trying to figure out how to come towards you with this Fool card here. They're trying to take a leap of faith, but they're not ready yet. So this, I do feel like it's going to happen. Don't know when. It might take some time, because they're in hermit mode right now. They're kind of behind the scenes. Trying to figure out how to do it. They're almost like plotting how to do it. You know what I mean? And again, wanting to come in with a stable offer if they do. Like, they don't want to come in empty-handed. They want to make sure that they show you that they value you in some kind of way. So I think that's actually a good thing. It's not like they're just trying to come in with, like, you know, stupid offer, or you're looking at them like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, they actually value you. So I think that's good. So it does look pretty positive. I do feel like they're attempting to figure out how to come back to you, if that makes any sense. So I hope that resonates, and I hope that you find it helpful. So I'm going to move on to Highness. For Highness, and I remember you too, will this upcoming week be successful at work? Yes or no? Getting a yes. 10 of Cups. This looks really good. I don't know if, like, okay, so we got the 6 of Wands here. You're getting some type of recognition. You're about to get some type of good news, possibly. Page of Wands here on the top of the deck. Middle of the deck we have the Hermit. I feel like somebody, like a higher up, might be like trying to decide something. Like, I don't know if maybe there's a promotion in the works or something, or they want you to take on like a bigger, like, role of some sort, like a challenge. Like, I don't know what you do for work, for instance, right? But like, let's say if you're like a part of a department, right? They might want you to take lead on something, to kind of test you out and see how you do. Like, I'm getting something like that. Like, they've recognized something about you, and this is really a good thing. So this might be something that, like, you know, you might have been feeling kind of stuck for a little bit, but then, like, they're starting to really see your value, and they're like, okay, we got to make sure that, you know, we let this person kind of show and prove a little bit more, because we see something really good in them. Let's kind of test them. Let's push them a little bit, and like maybe out of your comfort zone even, but you're gonna do well. I hope that makes sense. I don't, like I said, I don't know what you do for work, so like it's just like, I don't know why I'm hearing like something about a department. Like there might be a part of a department that you're, like a role in the department that you're in, where there's room for growth, and maybe they want to see if you might be, you know, able to reach like managerial type of status or something, or supervisor status. I don't know. I'm getting something along those lines, but overall it looks pretty good. So let me know if that makes sense, and I hope that it resonates. So Yvette wants to know, will I receive my paycheck from my last job? Will Yvette receive her paycheck owed to her from her last job? Looks like a yes. Got the star here. I'm getting a yes. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. The Page of Pentacles is all about good news, and then the right side of my nose started itching, so that's usually about the future. My friend actually put me on. She, every time she watches me, she's like, "You always like rub your nose." And I was like, yeah, every time. And she's like, you know what that means, right? I was like, no, what does it mean? I just know that probably means like I'm onto something, that when I sneeze. And she's like, oh, like if it's the right side of your nose, it means that's what's getting ready to come through. And if it's the left side, that's like the past. I'm like, no fucking way. This whole damn time. And I started thinking about it, I'm like, that makes so much goddamn sense. Yeah, I just heard payday. Yeah, you are going to get that money. Yeah, you're going to get that money. I'm also getting, this seems very specific. I don't know if you had like a recent address change or something like that. If you did, I don't know if the check could get lost in the mail, or if you need to update it with them so that they are aware that there was an address change. That seems very specific, so let me know if that makes sense. But just to make sure that you actually get it, there might be like some type of, you know what I mean? Like you could maybe ask for it to be wired to you as opposed to be a paper check. I'm getting something like that. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure how like the delivery of it is going to be, but let me know if that makes sense, and hope that, you know, you get that check, and I hope that that was helpful. Thank you for trusting me. Oh wow, that's crazy. Alright guys, so it's looking pretty good for a lot of you guys. I'm seeing some nice energy here for you guys. I'm hoping that these messages are resonating. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. If you're new, definitely, especially if you had a reading, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, all that stuff, because these things can definitely help me build this channel and reach more people. Like how I'm seeing people on here coming through, makes me happy to see these new names popping up, and repeated people coming in too. Get that momentum going, get that ball rolling. I appreciate you guys. You are the best. So I love you guys very, very, very much. Yeah, so maybe that's, yeah, Yvette, that's what I'm picking up on. Maybe because you said that's been a week, so I wonder if like it got lost in the mail, like. But I feel like you're gonna get it. I just feel like there's like a delay. That's what I was picking up on, because I didn't even see you comment that while I was talking about it. Like, because I have to like scroll down. I focus on the name, and then I go from there. But yeah, you're gonna get it though. I'm picking up on it. That looks good for you. And then my girl Aya is here. Also, guys, I would strongly suggest and recommend either getting a reading by Aya Inspired Tarot here, excuse me, or at least subscribe to her channel. She is great. You will not be disappointed. She always helps inspire people, and that's, it's in the name, you know, it makes all the sense. All right, so Aya wants to know, will she that doggone Aries, will she have that first date finally with the Aries? Let's see. dangerous, yes or no? I will say this, before I even give an answer. The right side of my nose is itching, and Lati put me on that when the right side of my nose is itchy, it means that there's incoming energy. So now that I know, you know what's funny, Yvette? Okay, so I have some of my favorite people, right? I'm gonna give Aya her answer, but let me just say this real quick. So I about a week ago, I woke up in the middle of the night, and then I saw that my girl Lati, who we're very good friends with her. She's another reader as well. She's on here often. She posted something in her community board talking about another reader that we absolutely love, right? And this is that would be Clarity Empress. She's great. Check her out as well. Like I said, I look out for my people. I'm not a gatekeeper. You know, I ain't trying to get all y'all money or nothing. I share the wealth. You know what I mean? These are people that are amazing, and yes, they do, you know, readings and everything, but they have their, you know, their stuff that's just on YouTube as well, you know, whatever. So I always look out for my people. But anyway, so I thought that in the thing it said that she did like that she was a part of her live reading. I read it in the middle of the night. So my eyes, the way that my eyes read the thing, it said that she was a part of a live reading and she was waiting for it to download, like she was saving it. But that's not what she said. When I read it later, it actually said that she watched her live reading, and that she received a download. And then I told her, well, the download I just got after seeing that at like 3 a.m. was that it might be a cool idea for her to start like doing like collective, like combined readings with some of us. Like I was like, and so like the fact that you said we should go live together, I'm like, that I like that idea actually. Like that a lot. Very, very cool stuff. I guess I look out for my people and they look out for me, so I would actually like absolutely love that. Ooh, girl, look at that. I don't gotta tell you shit, because you know what an Ace of Swords means. That's absolute truth right there. Yeah, it looks good. Ooh, and look, you can't make this shit up. Oh, the Aries is coming through, baby. Yes, he is. Yes. I also am getting though that he's like, first off, he finds you very sexy. I will say that. He finds you very sexy. And he's trying to like plan how he's gonna, like, I feel like he wants to make sure he comes in smooth. Like real smooth. Because he doesn't want to be like, he doesn't want to repeat his own patterns, like things that he's already been through with other people, but he also doesn't want to be the person to remind, this is weird, this is just a download I'm getting. He also doesn't want to like remind you of people from your past. I'm getting something like that. And so he really wants to come through like correct. Like he's trying to really plan this through. Like he wants to make sure, like, you know, he doesn't do anything stupid to fuck it up. Because like, for instance, like he doesn't want to try to make a move on you and you're not ready or something like that, and like make you uncomfortable. So he's just trying to make sure that he doesn't do anything that's going to make you uncomfortable. I'm getting something like that. So yeah, like I like the energy. Like I'm not picking up on anything negative at all. Like it feels really positive. It's more just about him plotting, like in a positive way. Like, okay, so how do I come towards her in a way where she's comfortable, where I don't make her, you know, feel like I'm like these other dudes out here that she might have dealt with. I don't want to repeat any old patterns either, that kind of thing. Like, let's say if you ever move too fast or whatever in a situation or a relationship or anything like that, dating wise, he's like, okay, let me make sure I don't do anything silly. 29. So it's like, you know, he's just trying to be smart. You know what I mean? Which I like. I like this for you. So that looks good. I'm not picking up anything bad. Especially coming through with the Ace of Swords. I mean, that's all about clarity and truth, right? You know, he's not, I don't see him coming in like being deceptive or anything like that. And that's probably exactly what it is. Like, he's like, okay, I gotta, you know, how do I do this the right way? I don't want to fuck this up. He knows. He ain't stupid. Anybody else, darlings? Anybody else wants to see right side still itching, so yeah, it's coming through. Yeah, anybody else want something? Like I said, if you guys want paid readings, you know, it's $5 for 3 cards, $10 for 5, and mini readings for $15. So, you know, affordable. And you see, even my yes and no's are very in depth, right? So just saying, you'll get a lot of bang for your buck. Yeah, exactly, Aya. None of that nonsense. Hey P, how are you? I remember you. That's another thing, guys. I try to remember you guys. I really do. Like, especially that, you know, I always want you guys to feel valued. You know, you're not just a person on here who's a subscriber. It's deeper than that. I'm good. I'm happy that you're here, and I'm happy you're well. I try, because like I always joke about it. I'm like, when I'm like super big on here, you know, and I have thousands of followers, I might not be able to remember you guys as well. You know what I mean? But you know, you guys are my day one, so I'll at least remember y'all. You know, it'll just be harder to interact with everybody, you know, one-on-one like this. You know, but I like it how it is right now. For now, just for the time being, because like I get to really connect with you guys. You guys get to see, you know, I'm the real deal Holyfield. You know, like. When you guys come in and, you know, you're like, oh my God, everything you just said is accurate. Or, oh my God, you come back and you're like, everything you said happened. Like, it gets me every time. I'm just like, wow, I'm just here. You know what I mean? I'm just the vessel, you know what I mean? Delivering these messages. Oh, goodness. I'll be your Facebook Messenger. You there? You're funny. Hey Margaret, how are you? So yep, I'm still open for more questions, my loves. Just send your questions my way. If you wanted a paid reading, the payment options are I was about to say tagged, not the word I'm looking for. Pinned, sorry. Pinned in the comment section. Alright, so let's see. So he wants to know, Prob, I remember you. Yep. Seriously, okay. So Prob would like to know if Sahib is seeing anyone else on a serious level at this time. There's a most accurate message. Thank you for those flowers, Aya. You're the best. I love you. Great. And then Margaret, I'm going to answer your question right after P's question. Okay, so bottom of the deck, I do have the Eight of Swords, but let's just see what actually comes out. That's technically a no card. But I wanna get more insight about what that might mean in this context. Let's see. Are they seeing something? Because it could mean that technically they are and they feel stuck. It could mean that. Or it could mean that they're trying to figure out how to come towards you, but they feel stuck in their head. I don't know what it means yet. So let's just get a card on the actual table. Let's see. Oh gosh. They are. And they're not happy. They are miserable with this person. I feel like they argue with this person a lot. I feel like this person makes them feel like crap. So I don't think this is gonna last long. I'm getting that this person like plays like a lot of mental games with them or something like that. And they're gonna start putting their foot down and saying, okay, yeah, enough's enough. That's what I'm kind of getting, because I got the Devil here, I got the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. Like they're going through it right now. So like, yes, they are seeing somebody else, but this is not going well for them, is what I'm getting here. And they're in their head about it a lot. Like losing sleep type, anxiety, all like, yeah, it's not looking good for them. So even though, yes, they might be possibly seeing somebody else, they're not in a good place with that person. Um, let's see. I hope that makes sense. I hope it was helpful. So Margaret wants to know 2 jobs in October. Will Margaret be able to work 2 jobs in October? You're very, very, very welcome, P. Thank you for trusting me. All right. Hi, Firespawn. How are you? All right. So for Margaret, I am getting, yes, you will. The Chariot is here. Big time, yes. I'm not sure if there's like travel for work. I don't know if that's one of your concerns at all. Like if you have to travel back and forth, maybe like a kind of big gap between the 2 jobs or something like that. Maybe that's a concern you've been having. But I do feel like either way, this looks pretty good. It looks good. It's just, I do feel, yeah, I feel like you're gonna be traveling between jobs a lot. Let me know, Margaret. I hear a siren outside again. Yeah, I'm getting like, this looks good. However, if one of your concerns has been like, you know, the travel part or something, like if they're not like, if the jobs are not close together, maybe you're thinking about like how like maybe gas prices or something like that. I don't know, I'm getting something along those lines. So that's what you're trying to do. Yeah, see, it's like, I think that there's like a concern about that part, but it looks like it's going to work out. I think you're going to figure out how to, you know, how to make it work. Just a little bit of planning, a little extra planning might be helpful, something along those lines. Yeah, I'm getting something like that. But yeah, good luck in advance. I work 2 jobs. I get it. It's rough. I've been working 2 jobs for a long time now. I'm thinking about it. I've been working 2 jobs for going on 6 years at this point. But I've worked 2 jobs like in high school and college too. The first time. I went to college twice. But yeah, the first time I was working 2 jobs, it was rough. Yeah, my grades definitely failed or suffered, I should say, because of it. But it looks pretty good though. It looks pretty good. All right, so Firespawn wants to know. All right, I found out Ben is gay, so I'm curious if he's ever dated a woman, if he's open to it. Okay. So Firespawn wants to know, is Ben okay, I'm gonna be nice here. This is like kind of like 2 questions. I'm gonna answer both. Has Ben ever dated a woman? And is he still, I'm gonna say still open to it because we got a yes here. And I'm gonna explain what I'm picking up on. Okay, so I'm getting that yes, he has dated women in the past. I feel like he held back a lot though, which makes sense, right? Because if he's gay, like he's not going to be able to fully immerse himself, right, into dating them like wholeheartedly, if that makes any sense. I do feel like he's still open to the idea with the sun card here, possibly. So maybe he's not like gay, maybe he's more like bi. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to figure out where he stands with that, because it's like I'm getting like, if you're like gay, that last card should have been no. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's still exploring options, like where he really is with his sexuality. I'm getting something like that. Clarify the sun. I'm getting something along those lines. Like he, maybe part of him likes being around like the feminine, and this is something very specific, so I don't even know if this is accurate or not, but like I'm getting something like maybe there's certain parts about being around the female energy and stuff like that in terms of dating a female that he likes, but maybe certain parts he doesn't. So maybe like the actual sex with a woman he might not really like that much, but like maybe companionship with a woman he likes. So it makes it maybe a little bit confused. I'm guessing this is very specific. You see how fast my mouth is moving? Does he talk fast? Because I'm talking fast, faster than I normally talk. So there is, and literally it says openness on here too. As I'm looking at the card, the card just like went like that by itself. I didn't actually touch the card. I just like pointed at the card and then it went. I wish you guys could have saw that. Lati would have got a kick out of that. When I used to do overhead readings, like with the camera facing like this and it would be the whole spread, there were a few times where cards would like move by themselves, and my girl Lati picked up on that. She's like, girl, did you see that? And she'll like give like the timestamp. I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. Or it goes by and all kind of weird shit. There's a lot of weird shit in my readings all the time. Yeah, see, it's like I'm getting confused. Okay, I'm getting something. Another thing too, I think part of it is he might want to be a dad. So he knows that there might be something that has to happen. It doesn't have to happen like that. We have modern day technology and meds and stuff like that. So maybe, he wants kids or something like that. So as far as like dating women, it's like, kind of on the fence about it, but I know that I want a kid. So maybe sometimes he like that makes a lot of sense. So I'm thinking about it. So that's where the female companionship comes in. Like he might be looking for a person who he connects with in that way, where he's like, wow, that person would be I like their like the attributes of this person. They would possibly be a good donor for me if I want kids with somebody. That's crazy because like that's like super specific. And there might be some type of decision that needs to be made about it, and having to like negotiate and talk about contracts and stuff. That's very specific. I don't even know how accurate that is, but that was a lot. Like not in a bad way, but just like whoa. Wow. Let me know if that makes sense. Oh, now I'm looking at your last comments. So about Gemini, stress, curious. Yeah, exactly. So I'm fire spawn. I hope that makes sense. Like that's very interesting. So like I said, I think maybe he kind of pays attention to women in the sense of more not necessarily like dating them, but more so like, ooh, that person might be somebody who I want to kind of build a strong connection to, so I can ask them, like not use them like in a bad way, but like maybe that person could be like somebody who I can speak to about being a donor. Their attributes, their character traits, instead of going through, or even like a surrogate too, getting that too. Instead of going through like, finding a donor, like an egg donor and all that. Like that's a lot of work, and having to go through all those. I've heard about people who have had to do that, like that, or like with sperm donors too. It's a lot of work. So I'm getting something like that. All right, let's see. See, Margaret, that makes a lot of sense. There is distance. Okay. So we have platonic tendencies. Hi, platonic tendencies. How are you? So platonic tendencies wants to, and thank you for subbing. I appreciate you. Would like to know, will ABS reach out in December? Let's get a clear yes or no rather, for platonic tendencies. And Natty Nat, I see you as well. You'll be next. All right. So I'm getting a possible no. 5 of Wands is here. I don't know if you guys had like a big argument or something before you guys stopped speaking. I'm getting something like that. Like there might have been a big argument. If it wasn't a big argument, then they feel conflicted about how to come towards you, because there is also the Two of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck. So it's like going back and forth, weighing their options. Like should I? It's like maybe internal conflict even. So I don't know if they're gonna actually do that. Yeah, I'm getting a no. I feel like part of it is because they're conflicted about things that happened in the past. They're like, whether they think they're gonna get rejected or something like that. They're like, yeah, it's probably not the best idea, or just maybe like it could be like a pride thing, like, oh, well, I don't know how I feel about going towards this person and having to apologize. Like, I'm getting something like that. Let me know if that's making sense or if it resonates. But yeah, they might be prideful. They might have Leo in their chart. How Leos are. No shade, no shade. I'm just saying. All right. So I'm hoping that makes sense. Did I not say October? If I said December, there's a reason why I'm saying December, because I could have swore I said October. But if I said December, because I know I almost said December for some reason, and then if I still said December, there's a reason why I'm saying December. Did something happen in December with you guys or something like that? Or somebody's birthday in that month or something like that? Because even though I'm reading the question, and I know it says October, but there's something about December. Maybe that's when they might try to reach out. Because in my mind, I'm saying October. I know what I'm saying. But there we go. See? See, everything. The funny thing, okay, for those of you who really understand how this stuff works or want to understand how this works, right? Sometimes we don't have, as the reader, we don't always have control over these things, right? So even though I know it said October, for whatever reason, Spirit wanted me to say something about December, and then you just confirmed that you guys met in December of 2022. So there's a reason for why December is significant. So I don't think they're going to reach out to you right now for whatever reason. However, they might try to reach out in December because it might be nostalgic or something for them, and they're like, oh shit, there's a reason why they want to possibly reach out during that time. The holidays are during that time, so they might want to reach out then for that reason as well. It's nostalgic for them. So that's what I'm picking up on, and it makes a lot of sense as to why I couldn't, for whatever reason, I'm trying to say October, and I'm looking at it, and I see it says October, and I still said December. And I could not figure out for the life of me why I kept wanting to say December, and then I still said it, even though I didn't intentionally do that. So that's kind of crazy, right? That's wild as hell. So Natty Nat wants to know, does her friend Chris like her as more than just a friend? Very interesting. I'm saying interesting because I'm still thinking about the fact that even though I literally am reading the question earlier, the one that literally says October, I know it said October, but for whatever reason I kept saying December. Or wanting to say, like, I couldn't control it. And then it's because December is significant. Spirit's funny like that. Remember, guys, I'm just a vessel at this time, right? This isn't even really fully me. Like, I'm here, but I'm not here, if that makes any sense. The messages come through me. So... Chris. Oh yeah, they do. They do. I feel like they see you as somebody who has it together. They see you as somebody who's successful, who's achieved a lot of things, and they feel like you would be a good, how can I put it, somebody who they can grow with and build with as more than just a friend is what I'm seeing. They're trying to figure out how to approach you because we have the three. There goes the nose. God, so they're trying. It's future planning at this point for them. How they come about approaching you with this Three of Wands here. They're just trying to figure it out how to do it, and they're in their head about this a lot. They think a lot about this. I think that I'm getting like they're scared to say the wrong thing because they don't know how you feel. So it's like they don't want to say the wrong thing and then ruin the relationship that you guys already established, something that's already very, very like firm and grounded. They're like, ooh, if I say the wrong thing, I might lose my friend. They don't want to do that, which makes a lot of sense. Um, so I'm getting something along those lines, but they definitely look at you as more like they're in their head like, damn, if I just approach them the right way, I might have a chance, and we might have something like real. I like it. It doesn't look bad. I mean, I don't know if, I mean, you're asking for a reason, so maybe you have the same kind of feelings. I don't know. But, so I, personally, I feel like the best relationships stem from friendship. You know, it's very, pure. You know what I mean? When it's like that, because you really know that person for who they are and not because of what they look like and things like that. You get to know them on a deeper level, and then your best friend becomes your person, right? Versus just like that friendship could always stay intact even when things are over. You know what I mean? Like, not putting the negative energy out there or anything. We don't want it to be over. But what I'm saying is, even if for whatever reason, like romantically, it doesn't work, the friendship could still stay intact. You know, like me and my one of my closest friends, we did date. We lived together and everything, and now we're like really, really close friends. And we were close friends for like 5 years before we ever even dated. So it didn't work. You know what I mean? Compatibility was just a little bit off for us, but that sense of companionship that you already have established can create a very strong relationship. I'm just putting that out there. So Spirit told me to tell you that. So I'm just saying. It doesn't look bad though. If you're interested in them too. All right. So we have Matthew. Hi, Matthew. I hope you're still here. Matthew wants to know, am I very triggering to insecure people? I mean, before I even pull a card, I can tell you yes. Keyword here is insecure, right? So, but let's pull a card and see what they say. Shoot, even I'm triggering for insecure people. I don't even be doing anything, and people are like that. Yeah. See, I feel like I'm getting a yes, and the reason why is because if you trigger people, keyword is insecure, right? There might be certain things about you that reminds them of something from their past, not in a bad, like not in, okay, I know where, not in a sense that you're the bad person, but it could be very subtle things about your personality traits or something that reminds them of somebody, and or something that they've been through, and then automatically they associate you with that person. And it's almost like, if everybody who knows who Usher is, but like that song, you remind me of a girl that I once knew. I see your face whenever I look at you. And it's like, there's something about you that might trigger people, and then they're like, ooh, and they shut down. Especially in dating. I don't know if that's mostly what you're asking about. It could be. But like, there's something that sometimes people who you might get involved with, like from their past, like they can't let go of a certain person, and it could used to be like that one little trait about you that they're like, oh shit, nope, shut down. And it's like, the thing is, it's like, I don't think it's anything about you in particular that's necessarily like a bad thing. I think it's just them, because they haven't closed out those old cycles. So they're, I'm kind of getting like, you might be like that person in some people's lives that's almost like the catalyst of change, if you will. Like, maybe you're kind of the person that has to help people see that they haven't closed out those old cycles, so that way they can actually work on themselves and heal. I've been that person for people before. And again, it's not that there's anything wrong with you or bad about you. It's just because some people just aren't where they need to be. Like I said, I've been that person for somebody, more than one person, where they have all these insecurities, and for whatever reason, I get with them and they still have those insecurities, and I'm like, look, I didn't hurt you, so you need to stop that shit. You know what I mean? And for whatever reason, they don't get it, and then they always come back, right, once I leave. So every time, just saying, that's a whole different conversation, but like it happens a lot. So you might be one of those people who goes through that, like you're a good person, and then you meet people, they're all fucked up in the game, and you know oh, you remind me of somebody. It's like, I ain't that person. What the fuck that God do with me? Like, why are we doing this? You know what I mean? Are you healed or not? Like you can't, like I said, especially when it's dating wise. Oh my God, you can't do that. You can't function like that, right? So I'm hoping that makes sense. I don't want to go off on a spiel too long, because I could go on about that forever. Um, um, So Harshita, I remember you. Hi Harshita, how are you? Not sure what the 13 is there from. I'm a little confused about that part. Oh, are you saying you're the 13th like? Well, thank you. My favorite number is 13. Does Mahapal have any feelings towards Hashida? I remember this. There's most accurate message. Alright, so I feel like they do. However, this is a big however, I feel like there must have been something really big that happened with you guys, like at some point, like something really big happened, right? I feel like they're not being honest about how they really feel. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's even you. It might be something from their past, like an old person that they had in their life. Or yep, that's confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like there's somebody from their past that they are still somewhat caught up on, or they didn't fully heal from yet. That they had a really big tower moment with, like something really, really bad happened with that person. And then you come around, and then they haven't fully done what they had to do in terms of healing and shit like that. So then that ended up being not so great too. So they probably tell you, oh, I don't have any feelings for you, fuck you, I don't love you, or whatever. And the reality is they actually do have feelings for you. It's just that they are still caught up on the past things that they haven't dealt with. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if it does. But I'm getting something along those lines. So it's like they're going through it pretty bad. They got some work to do. They've got some big time work to do. Yeah. Alright, so exactly. So I think I answered. Make sure I'm not forgetting it or missing anyone. Okay, so I see Zendaya or Zendaya. It's giving me like Zendaya, but just with an S and a Z. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. Like yours is an S instead of a Z. And there's also an A in there that she doesn't have, but that's besides the point. All right, so Sandaya wants to know, and thank you for being the 17th like. Will they be able to get a promotion in a company that starts with P after they join? Will they be able to get a promotion with this company? It's called P. And thank you for subscribing as well. I appreciate you. Anyone who's newer to the channel, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button and the subscription button, the notification bell. All those things are very helpful so that you can stay in contact with me, because I'm going to be doing these a lot more frequently. And you know, it's a great way to stay in touch. All right, so Zendaya, I'm getting a yes. We got the Seven of Pentacles here. I feel like they see that, like, I feel like once they see how hardworking you are, literally that card is about hard work and dedication, there will be room for growth. The Empress. So I do feel like it could happen. And I feel like this is, I don't know if you have Taurus in your chart at all, or it's just saying that, you know, this is going to be something that's going to be very stable, right? We're talking about finances right now. But yeah, there's some truth here. Ace of Swords. So I feel like, yeah, everything that I just kind of said is true. Either there's definitely going to be this raise, and or you might have Taurus in the chart. But I'm getting more just a sense of this is going to be something lucrative. Like they're going to see your hard work and they're going to be like, yeah. But don't overthink it, and don't work too hard either. I feel like there's something about you that you already have, like natural talents and stuff like that, where you don't have to go too crazy, go in above and beyond to prove a point to try to get a promotion. Like I feel like they're going to already see that in you. And you know, so rest assured, almost, I just heard that, rest assured that with, you know, putting your best foot forward and really, you know, showing, you know, improving yourself, that's great, but just don't overdo it, right? Find that happy balance. You don't want to, like, you know, overextend. I don't know if you're the type that tends to overextend in different, you know, workplaces and stuff, where you know, you're trying to show your best self. You're like, oh, I'm great, and I'm this and that, I can do this, I can do that, and it's like, that's good, but has it always gotten you where you want or need to be, right? I don't know where that's coming from, but that might be something that resonates with you. Let me know. So just don't overthink it, don't overdo it. Be yourself, put your best foot forward, and just go from there. I feel like they're going to see your value possibly more than you see it in yourself. So just keep that in mind, all right? I hope that was helpful, and good luck to you on that. All right, so let's see. There's anyone else. So I don't even know if Zendaya was still here. I hope she got that. All right, so getting a little tired and I'm also hungry. So I'm gonna wait a few more minutes to see if anybody else pops in, or if there's anybody here who didn't ask a yes or no question yet, who wants one. Anybody who wants a paid reading, very affordable prices, nothing crazy. $5 for 3 cards, $10 for 5, and $15 mini reads. Can't beat it. So you let me know if you're interested in any of that. If not, nobody else pops in or anything like that for any other questions, then I might do a very, very quick little collective reading. That's how I like to kind of end these sometimes, if they end kind of early. Just to give you guys some insight on some things that might be going on around you, some extra inspiration if needed, that kind of thing. I like to always, you know, pay it forward for your efforts of being here and things like that. And yeah, I appreciate you guys, and that's my way of showing some appreciation. So. Shall see, and if not, then like I said, maybe start pulling for something here. Just like the idea of these cards. Yeah, so I don't see anybody else popping in yet. So for the collective, quick little message for you guys before I start closing this out. Unless somebody pops in. Here's most accurate messages for the collective spirit. What do they need to know at this time? So let's get maybe 3 from here, and then maybe like a little 3-card spread for the tarot or something like that. Let's see. Here's most accurate messages for the collective. What do they need to know? Let's close this out. Bottom of the deck, we have surrender, stubbornness. Oh boy. Yeah, I was picking up on Taurus energy a lot tonight, so some of y'all might have Taurus in your chart. I do, so I can talk all the shit that I want. It says, if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly. So how hard it was for me to get that word. Getting like extending the olive branch. Um, you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So maybe there's somebody who you need to extend an olive branch with and stop being stubborn or something. I don't know. But let's see what pops up. I know how that goes, where there's people in your life, it could be a sibling or something, parents, cousin, a friend, who you're stubborn about, and like, fuck that person, I'm not talking to them. And deep down inside you want to, and it's like, you're like, it was just a misunderstanding. I could probably talk to that person, and figure it out. But it could be the other way around too. But let's see. So we got 3 cards that came out. I'm actually gonna take them because they did all come up in the upright. So we have surrender to receiving support and love. It says allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. That's that stubbornness we were talking about. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Interesting. Guys, do try to do too much on your own. Hard-headed. I get it. I'm the same way. We have surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. These all came out together, by the way. So I'm getting people who don't like to accept help. Maybe that's why that extending the olive branch thing is really important. Maybe you guys don't like asking for help. I'm getting something like that. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. It would explain why the left side of my nose keeps on fucking itching so much. I feel like this is like something that has been a part of you for a long ass time. You're stubborn. You don't listen. You guys just I feel like I'm talking to myself. Hardworking people, but also just you're holding yourself back from some of the things that you can have, your successes and stuff, because you're so stubborn and you always want to do everything by yourself. It's like a little 2-year-old, have you ever seen a 2-year-old when you try to tell them, like, or show them how to do something? I can do it by myself. That's you guys. Okay? That's what Spirit is saying. And they're like, look, there are people who want to help you and want to be there for you, and you're not accepting the help, and you're not asking for the help either. So this is a time to allow people to help you, especially when it comes to your success, or being able to ask for help too. That's why I get it, because it's like, when you've done stuff for, like, by yourself and for yourself for so long, asking, like, it's like I couldn't even get the words out. Like, asking for help. Oh my gosh, what the hell is that? Me asking for help? Like, that's yeah, see, look, stubbornness is here again. So yeah, you guys are stubborn as a damn mule, you guys. Oh my goodness. Guys, no, I'm the same way, I get it. But they're basically saying you gotta let that go. Okay? That's a character trait that you could work on. It's okay to be independent and all that stuff. This is like shadow work kind of stuff. It's a trait about yourself that you kind of sweep under the rug, where you say, oh, it's just a part of who I am, that kind of thing. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's true, but where does it get you? Right? Have you been feeling a little bit stuck lately? That could be why, because you haven't been asking for help. So it's okay, right? It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you a bad person. Accepting help and asking for help is not a bad thing, because guess what? You guys have been in fucking denial about this shit for a while. We have surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. You can then see things clearly and make the best decisions. So I'm getting, you guys are the stubborn one here, actually. Or not the stubborn, well, that too, but the stubborn keeps popping up. But the one's in denial. And it's like, it's affecting your inner peace. These cards came all together. Surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Yeah. Stop being in denial. Things start to change. When you start to realize that, you know, you've been doing too much for too long by yourself, and you understand the concept that there are people in your life, in your energy, who actually want to be there, you know. Some of you might be dealing with low self-esteem because of all of this. It says, you deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. um, you know, maybe for a long time you had low self-esteem, so once you started getting that ball rolling and doing things on your own, you're like, ooh, I'm doing great. And then things start losing their momentum a little bit. This is just an example. It happens, right? Like, life happens, shit happens, you know. Everything can be going great one minute, and the next minute you're like, what the fuck is this? And then it gets you stuck in your head. You're like, wait, everything was fine. Like, why is this happening now? But again, being able to accept help from others, I think, is really important. We have surrender to joy here on the top of the deck. I just watched Inside Out 2 yesterday with my students, and that movie was awesome. We had Inside Out Day. It was really cute. I work with kids with special needs, and they loved it. Like, we all dressed up in the different colors of the characters. We wore glasses. We got popcorn. They were like on their yoga mats for it and stuff. It was really cute. They really had a hard time not staying on their mats. Guys, gotta stay on the mat. Stay on the mat. But anyway, so that's why I brought that up. Joy. That's what I actually dressed up as. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. Yes, absolutely. I agree with that wholeheartedly. That inner peace and that joy, right? Not beating yourself up because of the circumstances that you find yourself in when, you know, you fall upon hard and rough times. Some of you guys might, you know, identify with that and be able to say, wow, yeah, that's definitely what's been going on with me. And I get it, trust, you know. But, like, kind of feeling like between a rock and a hard place for some of you. But we also have surrender comparisons with other people. Important. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So you might compare yourself to others, which might contribute to how you feel about yourself, that low self-esteem that we saw, right? Which can cause a lot of this inner stuff that's going on. You know, maybe one of the addictions is the fact that, you know, because addiction to me is not just, you know, this, you know, we always think of it as like a substance abuse problem. No, addiction could be anything. You know what I mean? It could be many different things. Overthinking, overworking, right? Not asking for help. I mean, so on and so forth. But one of those things could also be the fact that some of you guys worry about how you appear to other people. And when I say appear, I don't mean like your physical appearance. I mean like wanting to keep a certain standard so that people think that you're doing really, really well in your life, even if you're struggling. I can relate with that. You know, I know people who have been homeless and stuff, you would never know. And then when you find out later, you're like, wait, you were what? You were homeless? You were jobless? You were this, you were that? And they're like, yeah, I was going through it bad, bro. And then I had to get up out of that because I had to ask for help. Like, you can't do everything by yourself sometimes. You know what I mean? So take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. Because, I mean, it's going to look different for everybody. But, you know, some people, it might be smaller, you know, more, you know, achievable goals that they're trying to meet, while other people got some bigger things that they have to, you know, bigger fish to fry is what I heard. Bigger fish to fry to, you know, come up out of whatever this is. Again, let me know if this is resonating. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. I'm hoping that this quick little collective message is resonating, because I always like to try to end these with that, just so that everybody gets a little bit of extra insight. So yeah, we have Seven of Cups, you know, a lot of options, a little bit of confusion, mental confusion going on, mental and emotional confusion. So let's get a little quick 3-card spread. Recent, past, current, and upcoming energy. Yeah. So we have the Star here, which is a good energy to have. I feel like, you know, you might have been through a lot of stuff. especially in the past, and you're just trying to like remain hopeful, right? But you're in your head a lot. You have been in your head a lot, and whether this is right now or if this is like recent past, either way, this is like pretty close in proximity of the timing, I feel like. And I think a lot of it does have to do with like how other people perceive you. You want to be recognized and seen as, you know, valuable. I'm getting that some of you guys might, let me know if this is making sense. Some of you guys might resonate with the idea of you sometimes seek validation from other people. When other people tell you, oh, you're doing great, or, you know, you're this, you're that, that makes you feel good about yourself. That makes you feel successful. But the thing is this, you have to see that shit within yourself. You can't outsource that. You know what I mean? You cannot rely on other people to make you feel or believe that you're successful. You have to believe that all in and of yourself already, right? I'm getting something along those lines. Yeah. You might like really look up to certain people or something like that to kind of give you that insight and say, oh, you're great, you know. And it's like, okay, that's nice, you know, but you gotta recognize your own greatness too, right? What's the current? What's the current? Oof. So we got the Tower. Yeah, you guys are going through it, man. And it came out along with the Ace of Swords. Now, see, the thing is, like, yeah, you're going through it kind of, it's been hard, right? Going through some things that, you know, are not the ideal situations that you want to go through. Really having to do that inner work and dive deeper and figure yourself out. Would not be shocked if the Hermit would come up. But we do have the Eight of Cups. You might have had to walk away from situations or people, whatever, things that kept you in that sense of feeling like your value, your worth, and your value were not appreciated. Whether it's in the form of a relationship or work, so on and so forth. You know, this is something that you might have held on for a very long time, and you had to release it. Yeah, you had to cut that shit out. King of Swords. So it's like, you know, you had this breakthrough moment where you realized that you had to do something, or this could be what's like, I feel like this is what's like happening right now, or this is like super recent for some of you, if this is making sense and resonating. Yeah, really having to recollect yourself and, you know, see things for what it is. You know, you might have, you know, been in denial about something for a long time, having the wool over your eyes about your circumstances and having to see it differently now. So there's a lot of clarity here. Tell us more. What's going on here? So the likely outcome is there's choices. There's two cards here, and the fact that they're like back-to-back cards and there's in the spread is crazy. Wrench. We have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands here. So that's about choices. And this card is about planning, right? They are back to back in their suit. So you can't get to the Three of Wands without the Two of Wands. That's about the choice, right? Sitting down and saying to yourself, okay, there's a choice that I need to make here. And then you plan accordingly from there. So whatever that entails for you within this situation that we're looking into. But yeah, it's giving me this energy of really having to sit down with yourself and, you know, understand that in order to move on from the things that have been making you feel stuck, you know, whether it's your own ways of thinking or anything like that, you have to leave those things behind you to move on. Eight of Wands here on the bottom of the deck, and that's how you will see the growth and expansion in your life that you want to see. I'm also getting, don't be caught up in your emotions. Your emotions might get the best of you sometimes as well. Yeah, it's like you're stubborn as a mule and you're emotional on top of it sometimes. I get it, trust me. So I'm getting like, you know, in order to really find this sense of you know, stability in your life and feel a sense of forward movement, is a good way to word it. Yeah, you can't let your emotions and your thoughts get the best of you, you know. Find that sense of grit and willpower within yourself to propel yourself forward out of the circumstances that you found yourself in. And then you'll get a whole bunch of things coming towards you with this Ace of Pentacles in the middle of the deck here, right? Not just necessarily financial, but I feel like I always look at it, that particular card, as like the hand of God, like literally saying, here, my child, you've done the work. Here you go. You know, these are all the things I've been wanting you to have. Like, and when I say things, I don't mean little physical things, but like everything. We saw inner peace, right? Like that's one of the things that might be very, very important. The successes, right? There's all these different things that, you know, spirit guides, universe, God, whatever you believe in, source, they want you to have. You know what I mean? They want to bestow upon you because you've earned it, you've done the work. But a lot of that has to do with, or a lot of it does come back to the fact that you have to kind of release some control, right? Release a little bit of control, and also understand the importance of letting go of attachment to results. That's a big one. Worrying too much. We saw this earlier, right? This energy of worrying too much about what other people think about you, or how people perceive you, right? That might be something that some of you guys struggle with. And I do feel like they're saying, like, you know, this is a time to kind of start releasing that a bit, because when you think too much like that, it's not gonna have the ramifications or the outcomes that you want. It can actually have a lot of negative ones because it does impact how you feel about yourself. Hence the low self-esteem. You have to have, you know, a high value of self on your own, right? Alright. Yeah, finding that sense of confidence within yourself with this courage card here when I split the deck. Alright, so let's get some last messages. Maybe 2. And that'll be it. And then I'm gonna eat. And I'm gonna watch some stuff on Netflix. I know I wanna watch the rest of what is it called? Monsters. The Menendez brothers case. That's pretty good. If you guys are into true crime and stuff, it's definitely dramatized like a lot, but it's definitely entertaining if you're into that type of thing. Gratitude here. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. It was in reverse on the bottom of the deck. I will say that. I feel like sometimes you guys are not actually grateful, but showing okay. How can I put this? When you've been through a lot, right, and or you are going through a lot, it's hard to be gracious when you're still facing the obstacles right now, right? It's like, why the fuck would I be thankful for losing a job? Or why the fuck would I be thankful for how that person treated me when they treated me like shit, right? Just a couple of examples, right? Of course you're not gonna fucking feel thankful for that. Why like, when the right mind would, right? But when you start doing the healing process, right? When you're in this energy, the star, right? That's when you can start seeing things differently. You get a sense of clarity, Ace of Swords, that breakthrough moment where you can see things for what it is, which will allow you to have a sense of inner peace, right? So once you start to see things for what it is and understand the value that those particular situations you ended up in and found yourself in, the value that they actually had in your life to get you to where you are or where you're going, that's when that's the ticket right there. So being gracious and thankful for how you had to go through those situations and how you came out of it and how you're a better person, stronger. Some people are like, that's the stupidest stuff you could ever say. The stuff that I went through is not, I should not have to look at it as it made me stronger or better, but like, whatever. That's that. If you want to stay in a negative mindset, that's on you. But at the end of the day, it's a test of our resilience, and I do believe it. I personally do. But you'll have people who will fight you tooth and nail and say that that's bullshit. But that's their opinion, right? You know, I respect everybody's opinion. But I'm a firm believer that, you know, we all go through different trials and tribulations in life so that we can grow and we can expand. Think about if everything was always smooth sailing. all the time. All the time, you wouldn't know anything. There would be nothing to learn, right? Think about that. Think about how you learn as a child, right? You have to go, like, you touch something that's hot, you burn yourself, and you're like, oh shit, I will never touch that again, right? You had to go through that experience to gain the knowledge. You can't gain knowledge without the experience, you know? That's just my opinion, you know. You don't have to agree with it. I'm not gonna, push that onto anybody. But I do feel like, our experiences are what help shape us into the people we become. So it is important, in my opinion, to be gracious of and show gratitude when it comes to those different things. So we have love here. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Love. Exactly. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Yeah. And it allows you to have a sense of self-love too, right? Seeing yourself in this light that you might not have always seen yourself in, right? That sense of grace and value that you might not have always had for yourself. Very important. Sometimes it takes these experiences to see this within yourself. Because I know I've been through a lot. And I'm sure you guys have been too. We've all seen different things. I'm sure we all got stories for days, right? Excuse me. So, yeah, some of you guys haven't fully accepted some things. This card technically came out in reverse, but it says acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. There you go. You're learning to do this still. You're working on it. And it does take time, right? It takes time. Let's get one more, and that will be the end. I appreciate all of you guys for sticking around and watching this last little tidbit of this little quick little collective message for everybody. Hope that you guys resonated with at least a portion of it. And if you did have a reading tonight, let me know if it resonated. A lot of you already did, let me know. But I'm hoping that it was helpful. If you're new, if you didn't do it already, hit that subscribe button and that like button, all that stuff. Yeah, some of you might still be in the process of grieving something. We have grief here. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Going back to gratitude, right? Some of you might have lost a sense of self. I'm getting that for a lot of you guys. You possibly lost a sense of self. And now that you're kind of coming back into your own, you're like, oh shit. I almost forgot myself back there. But I'm coming back. You know what I mean? Coming back to your fullest self, your higher self, as you work on the sense of inner peace and growth. Yeah. Be patient with yourself at this time. It says, patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I think some of you want to rush the process a little bit and you're having a hard time with that, which I definitely understand. We have freedom here. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. That's very important. That's why I was saying earlier, you can't rely on other people to do that for you. You have to do it for yourself. Same thing with your confidence. That starts within, With surrender, I can release my need to control. I talked about letting go earlier. So, with all that said, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. For those of you who did have a quick reading with me, you guys are the best. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, all that stuff, because I'm going to be doing this a lot more often in terms of like the free readings and stuff like that, and paid readings. So, yeah. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Depending on where you are. For me, it's the evening, but it could be different for everybody depending on what part of this earth you're on. Yeah, so again, until next time, I love you guys oh so very, very much. Until the next time, my friends,